Hokies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And off we go from Denver. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Block now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Locke to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Block now to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Lions will take over. This forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd down, it's Kramer. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit. That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Lock going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now Lock. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Kramer, a little juke, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Oliver being chased out left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Oliver, he finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. On second down now, it's Kramer, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They look to throw. It's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Here's Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Four yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Block now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. Again, they'll throw with Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Locke. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw it is Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Oliver. Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Oliver. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kramer. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Oliver caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 141 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. And that's checked down to Gordon. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now to the air. Locke. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, Kramer finding some room at midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. Boy, 179 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
To throw on 3rd down, Oliver. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Kramer, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Oliver. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They went with the diamond line look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that, and they've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Kramer, and he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking to throw. Oliver got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Kramer, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Oliver. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Block. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. From the gun, it's Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From midfield, here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Locke going to try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Oliver, going for Jefferson downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Locke's throw there, complete to Hamler. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Locke. Finding Sutton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. Now Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, pulled it in. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. Touchdown Broncos. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Kramer. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there? I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Oliver. He finds his man. Complete. That's Kramer. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate. And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop. I feel their pain. Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Kramer. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. My goodness, 225 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
From the gun on third down, Oliver. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On fourth down, Oliver. Oh, big hole left side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way,